Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. And tonight our question comes to us from Hecate's Corner. And Hecate's Corner remarks upon her feeling that men often seem out of place within the Wiccan movement because of its largely matriarchal structure. And she asks my opinion of this and what could be done to make a more balanced environment. And I have a number of things to say on the subject, and I'm not sure how far we'll get in the time allotted to us for the vlog, but let's see what we can do. My first comment on this is I think there's a perception that Wicca is a religion much more popular among women than among men. And I think that there is some truth to this, but I think that's true for all religions. And I think if you look at any church, synagogue, or temple, you'll see that women tend to be more highly religious than men all around the world and in all different religions. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but I think that you'll find that it generally speaking holds true. There are certainly, I'm sure, exceptions, but as a rule I think you'll find it's the case. So the fact that there are more women than men in the Wiccan movement I think would be comparable to pretty much any other religious movement. The difference, of course, is that women hold much higher standing in the Wiccan religion than in most others. In many other Western religions, women have only just come to the point that they can be clergy, whereas the highest positions of clergy are generally held by women within the Wiccan world, not exclusively, but largely. If you look at the different tradition heads, you'll see many women who had traditions such as Selena Fox, Laurie Cabot, and many, many others. However, having said that, if you look at the tradition heads, you'll see that there are also many men who had traditions, such as myself, such as Pete Pathfinder Davis, and again, many others. So it's not necessarily as matriarchal as it sometimes appears to be. And I think that the majority of the Wicca movement would really describe itself as gender neutral or egalitarian, or not necessarily really favoring one or the other, but believing in balance. That's not true for all traditions, but I think it's true for the larger part of the movement. And my feeling is that really most places that I look, I find the genders to be on an equal footing. And to be honest, I find in my personal experience a pretty equal division between men and women. I know that's not true in all traditions or in all aspects of the movement, but I find it pretty true in my experience. As to what could be done to create a more balanced community, well, you know, you lead by example, and you have to be the change you want to see. And so if we'd like to see more gender balance, then we must promote that. And if we'd like to see more men involved, then we should talk to men we know. I personally think that we are moving in the right direction in terms of our growth, in terms of our future, as long as we stay open to the youth, as long as we stay open to innovation and new ideas, and continuing to develop. Because, you know, the one thing that is certain in life is growth and change. And when change stops, movements die. So we must be open to the growth that we must expect as we move from one generation to the next. And we must be willing to adapt. We must be willing to grow and to expand if we wish to, in fact, grow and expand. So I think that what we really need to do is be open to what people are looking for, to do our best to meet people's needs within the framework of our beliefs and practices, and to try to be friendly to both genders, certainly, and to try to maintain that balance that most of us consider an ideal. So I hope that answers your question, and until next time, may you blessed be. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. I'd like to ask you to take a few minutes and visit my Indiegogo campaign. You can find it at indiegogo.com/witchschoolvideolessons. This is a fundraising campaign I'm conducting to raise money to help finance my finishing of the video version of our Witch School degree lessons, first, second, and third degree. My goal is to finish them by spring, and I'm hoping that people will support this project with donations to help me to accomplish it. We have a number of wonderful thank you gifts for people who make donations, and I hope you'll consider donating. And if you're not able to donate, I hope you'll support the campaign in other ways by letting people know it's happening. I feel that this is really a revolutionary project, something that will do a great deal of good in the world, and I hope that I can count on your support for it. Until next time, may you blessed be.